Got my juice. I'm all set. Is the mic on? All right. Episode 42. What's wrong with Orny Adams? Got my juice. I'm all set. This is really all I need. I love juice so much. You know when those little bugs basically commit suicide in the juice because they love juice so much? That's me. Like they must know. They must have seen other bugs dive into the juice and not make it. In fact, I've never seen one not make it. And that's me. I love this stuff. And I'll drink it, even with a little bug in there. I don't care until I remember, didn't I see bugs like that flying around the urinal in the public bathroom the other day? And then I'm like, ugh, disgusted. Episode 42. I could start the music now, or, yeah, I guess I will. Or I could stop it, and I could tell you that I've reached some sort of age category where I'm getting calls for things like burial insurance. What's that, Orny Adams? Well, I got a phone call the other day, and this, I must be so old, they think that's the latest technology that I still have, phone. They called a landline, and they said, are you interested in hearing about burial insurance? I said, what's that? They said, it's insurance. So if the cost of your burial and your funeral goes over, we cover it. And I said, I have a question. She said, what? I said, am I dead? Because if I'm dead, I don't give a shit what my funeral costs. In fact, one of the things I'm looking forward to when I'm dead is not having bills. Why don't you call the people in my will, the people that have to bury me, and ask them if they want burial insurance? Episode 42, burial insurance. Who steals a microwave? Who steals a microwave from a hotel? That's what I want to know. That's what I asked on TikTok. I'm going to share the video that has over 500,000 views already. And I just joined TikTok. Little 90-day Fiance, the other way. New series, TLC, new people. Orny, Adams. Well, I got the COVID booster, and I took off to Tacoma. I did some shows. I'm going to share all that stuff with you. And this weekend, I'm at the Irvine Improv. New Year's Eve, I am in Los Angeles at the Improv on Melrose. What are you waiting for? Go buy some tickets. Go buy some tickets. Let's do this. And we have viewer mail. Well, you know, the COVID excuse with dining is, it's getting old with me. It really is. I went out for breakfast today, and it's a restaurant I used to go to. It's on Melrose. It's a cool place. And I used to sit there and a person, what? Yeah, a person used to come to the table and ask you what you wanted. Now they come to the table, they point at a QR code, which is basically, you know, tattooed on the table. It's seared in there. And they go scan that. And I usually scan that for the menu. Now it's become, you scan that, and then you order online. So I scan it, order online, and then the person I was with, I said, put your order on mine, I'll take care of it. So now I'm pre-taking care. You know when you pre-take care of meals, people start ordering more stuff than they normally order. Thank God it was just breakfast. So the upsell would be some, you know, $12 smoothie and maybe a coffee with 18 shots in it, and whatever the latest milk is. What's the latest chestnut milk for the holidays? Chestnut milk? So anyway, this is where it gets even worse. So now you have to sign out as a guest, or if you had an account because you've been through this crummy, shitty experience before. And so I have to put in my name, and I assume they have Apple Pay, which means that I can now just point the phone at my face, hit double click the side, and my credit card is attached. And it no, putting your credit card in. So now I have to pull out my credit card. You got to be kidding me. All this just for I haven't even had my coffee yet. And then the food is delivered by a robot. In case you're wondering what they mean by robots taking over the world, this is it. This is like, didn't they used to have like laundromat automats or something in the 50s where you it was all the rage? You'd sit at a counter and the food would come around, you'd grab it, you'd pay per piece, or you'd go over to a vending machine. We Where are people anymore? Every other restaurant has waiters. And so, yeah. And now you have to tip. That's the most insulting thing. They're like, how much do you want to tip? First of all, I haven't even gotten the food yet. How do I know what I want to tip? Second of all, who the fuck am I tipping? The person that pointed at the QR code? The people that clean up the tables? I used to go to this restaurant and they were the same wait staff for years. Where are they? Now it's just people point at a QR code and evacuate. This is what's going on. And I'm sick of orders being wrong. Again, yesterday, I went to a sandwich place I go to often, and salad place, and I got some stuff to go, come home, wrong. It's just wrong. The order's wrong. Why? Because we've become a nation of who gives a shit. We're just going to throw this stuff at you. There's a place called California Chicken Cafe here in Los Angeles. I love it. I go there all the time. This is not the place I was at yesterday. And by the way, the breakfast place today, to add insult, I'm going to show you a picture. Where is it? What is this ketchup? Susie's tomato ketchup? Organic? And that's not even the most worrisome part of this picture. Next to it is what they're serving is water. I don't know what's in there. It looks like a formaldehyde experiment. There should be a fetal pig I have to dissect after the meal. This looks like something we had in high school, chemistry class or biology class. What is that? But there's the ketchup. And now let me go to the other picture, the next sketch. Look at this. Susie's tomato ketchup. We all know Orny Adams likes his Heinz. Heinz nailed it. There should be no other ketchup in the world. That should be just an international law. Heinz, ketchup, and that's it. It's not even that expensive. Why are people using generic, crappy ketchup when Heinz isn't even that expensive? Now, Susie's is probably gourmet, and, I wanted to disparage it, but to be honest with you, it was actually pretty good ketchup. So, but, I wanted hot sauce, but there were no robots around for me to ask after they dropped off my meal. The coffee, we had to go to the counter and ask for the coffee. So, what's next? Yeah, you want me to? How about I clean the dishes too? I mean, here's the truth: scanning the code, waiting for the menu to come up, ordering it, and then I had to put all the modifications. Like, okay, omelet. Do you want vegan cheese, regular cheese? Do you want potatoes? Do you want sub potatoes for pancake? Do you want the? But by the time I've done all this, put it in the cart, created a username, put in my credit card. It would have been easier if I just made this myself. I like to go out because I like to see people, be around people, have an interaction with the wait staff or whatever it is, and that is completely gone now. So, and then yesterday, of course, the meal was screwed up. What do? Well, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it was screwed up. So what I did was I wrote an email through the app, and I said I just, got food, and it was all wrong. And they gave me a $15 credit. Now, was this worth my time? Financially, no. But it's the right thing to do. You have to let them know that they screw up, so they stop screwing up and they think harder. I basically got the wrong meal. That's what's wrong. What's wrong with dining post-COVID? Well, the experience is gone. We're spread out. We're in tents and parking lots. I'm just waiting for a car to fly off the pavement and go right through the tent and kill me. The joy is gone. And like the California Chicken Cafe, it used to be like a great place where you could sit inside and eat. Well, they've turned the inside dining into basically storage unit for to-go containers. And they sit there. It's like a military operation. They've got Uber Eats over here. They have blah, blah, blah Eats over there. They've got whatever the new delivery app things are. And that's all it is. It's like, go screw yourself. And they're making so many meals. It's impossible that there's any love and any care behind it. We've become just a fast food nation. Go to Starbucks. They're so overwhelmed. They can't even keep up, and all they have to do is press a button and then pour milk in. And they can't keep up. I don't know how that stock isn't through the roof. Never see anything like it. When I'm on the road and I need coffee, I got to go to these places. So that's what's happening there. And then my credit card, my second credit card was stolen now within 6 weeks. And I got a notification. Yeah. So I love all these notifications. I do twice authentication. As far as I'm concerned, if they had a third layer, I would take it. I'd like you to call my parents every time I log into something. Call somebody else. So I have to verify with a code. I already do all that stuff, but still my credit card was somehow compromised, and I never use it. And they did it about 1 o'clock in the morning because they want you to be asleep. Well, I don't sleep. I'm up working and writing. That's what I'm doing. And my mind is running. And ding, notification. Did you charge $112 to Pizza Hut? Do I look like I'm charging $112 to Pizza Hut at 1 in the morning? I probably actually do, now that I think about it. That's what, Pizza Hut, $112. Now, I don't eat Pizza Hut. I don't even know where there is a Pizza Hut. When I eat pizza, I go sort of gourmet-ish. I have nothing against Pizza Hut, but I'm not eating it at 1 in the morning. And they should know that. They've known me for 30 years. They should know I'm not ordering excessive carbs at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm the guy that complains. I make a living complaining about my appearance. That would be breaking news. That would be covered by all the outlets. Orny Adams is ordering. Oh, the guy who complains that he barely eats and he can't lose weight, he's actually ordering carbs at 1 in the morning. Let me tell you something. When I order $112 worth of pizza at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm using cash. I'm not leaving a paper trail. I'm not stupid. We need some music. Fire it up. Fire it up. What else we got over here? What else we got? I'm very sneaky about how I order my carbs. Orny Adams orders carbs in a very sneaky way. Well, I got the COVID booster, bringing it down. I now have 3. I'd get boosted every other week if I could. I don't want to get this thing. I don't want to carry the thing and give it to somebody else that has compromised immune system, not immunity. So, what else we got here? Here's my poster. I will be at the Hollywood Improv. The Hollywood Improv. This thing stopped recording. I will be at the Hollywood Improv New Year's Eve. There's a 7 and 10 p.m. show. Hollywood Improv on Melrose. You can get tickets now. Go to ornyadams.com/tour. I will be this weekend, starting tomorrow. It's Thursday now. Hopefully this podcast gets up. I don't know. Ernesto's having a little trouble with his internet. Welcome to modern life. I will be at the Irvine Improv. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday. Then I drive home. Bum, bum, bum. Come laugh amongst strangers. That's what I say for New Year's Eve. Why not, instead of spending New Year's Eve with people that you don't like, come spend New Year's Eve with people you don't know but probably don't like, and sit around strangers and laugh. That's what I say. But here's a great poster that was designed for me for New Year's Eve, and I will be there. Here's what it looks like. This is the Improv website. New Year's Eve with Orny Adams. Right there. Buy tickets now. Yes, time for a new headshot. I agree. Here's pictures of me flying into Seattle. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. And you can see, sort of pointing to it right here, there is, that's the dome. That's the dome. Well, we did fly over where the Seahawks play. That's the Seattle Needle. That's what it's known for, the big needle. And I got to see it from the air. That's always fun. And then here's a second shot from the plane. And the needle, it's a little bit closer, is actually covered by a cloud, which is basically all of Seattle. I was there in Tacoma doing shows Thursday through Saturday, and didn't see the sun one time. I mean, it's crazy. It was raining nonstop. Like, I was taking long showers. I thought, I'm doing them a favor. I'm doing them a favor here in Seattle, Tacoma area. They had more rain. Okay, they had more rain in those 3 days than we had in all of 2021 here in Los Angeles. That's the truth. And I used to do a joke saying that the 5-day forecast in Seattle, it's a sun with a gun to its head. That's the 5-day forecast. It's just a picture of the sun with a gun to its head. Irvine this weekend. Hope to see you there, of course. Hey, here's the other thing about these restaurants, because I'm just looking at some of my notes, like with this ketchup here. It's one of those restaurants, see, it says organic. And then what they do is, as if they're so wholesome, they refuse to give you Splenda are equal. They have to give you like some crappy natural version, which in 10 years we'll find out is actually worse for you than the Splenda equal. I just want my one Splenda per day, and then they have to make me feel like I'm a horrible person. I don't care about my body. I don't care about the environment. I don't have love for my fellow human beings because I want the little packet of Splenda. God, it drives me nuts. It really does. This is wrapping up music, but we're not wrapping up. Okay. Let's do some viewer mail. Let's get out of here. I mean, what are we going to do? I'm just giving it to you really fast today. No messing around. I will talk about at the end people stealing microwaves. Pooh steals microwaves from a hotel. I did a TikTok about it. And I'd like your help getting my TikTok name at Orny Adams. Somebody else has it. It's a dormant account. And I'm Orny Adams for real. And I'm drinking coffee. I'm going to take a nice sip right now to my new mug. My mom gave me this. My parents gave me this for my birthday. It says Lexington. That's where I grew up, Lexington, Massachusetts. If you don't believe me, go to their Wikipedia page. I'm listed as one of the notable people that grew up there, residents or whatever. A lot of viewer mail. We're going to whip through this and, continue on with our lives. I want to thank you for listening. You know, my name is Orny Adams. This is called What's Wrong with Orny Adams. If you want to communicate, if you want to send me mail, if you want to be like one of these people and have your mail read on the air, you email me. Where everybody? What is it? What's wrong at ornyadams.com. It's on the screen right now for people that have Patreon or people who are watching this 10 episodes later on YouTube. What's wrong at ornyadams.com. What's wrong at ornyadams.com. You can go to teamwhatswrong.com for like a portal that has links to the Patreon, to the audio, to all sorts of stuff. Just, it's just fun. It's fun. People ask me, how's the podcast? It's fun. It's a companion piece to my stand-up comedy. And this is my way to reach out to people that are all over the world. As you see, I get emails from all over the world and people that are stuck at home and people that still don't want to go out. And this is my way of saying hello. This is from Cynthia. Cynthia said, now that I've listened to 11 of your podcasts, I would like to give you feedback. The feedback you request since you don't have a live audience. She loves my style, my attitude. When I talk about different subjects, she says I'm marvelously funny. She compares me to another famous comedian. I'm going to block that out because I don't need to be compared, although he's very funny, and I appreciate that she appreciates my humor more than that comedian. The only criticism, in quotes, I have to say, she says the same criticism I give myself and other writers, and it's, to sum it up in one word, it's revision. This doesn't need to affect your endearing rawness. It's merely something to do with to be conscious of, to be specific. I think you ought to chisel, distill episodes by leaving out there. I wish I had a producer. I'm getting lost here. That is the flavor of the podcast. That's what makes this me. That's what makes me feel comfortable. I love to complain. It's called What's Wrong with Orny Adams. And if I feel something like that, I'm not editing out. This isn't an edited podcast once I go live. There are pieces that I'll edit for broadcast, but once we're in here, it just goes. It just goes. And that's my style. Anyway, Cynthia, let me block out your name here. Thank you so much for listening. You are more of an artist at work than many comedians, and someone who has your natural talent ought to work harder at chiseling their work than the ordinary comedian. Of course, I probably revise my books. She's a writer. It is only all the unfunny stuff that needs to be chiseled away. Let me tell you something. I disagree. The unfunny stuff is me giving you a window into my soul, a window into who I am, a window into my pain. And you know what? I fucking hate people that polish it up too much. That's what's wrong with the internet. Is it's like these people that just my friend from Singapore talks about it. It's these people that just put out this fake life. Life is messy. This podcast is messy. It's called No Rules. No Rules. I appreciate your feedback. I hope you continue to listen. I hope you can make it through those few moments that I'm like that. But here's the other thing: funny ain't funny. When you watch Friends and it's joke. There has to be unfunny to make the funny pay off. That's how it works. You're building tension. I'm letting you into my soul. I'm showing you my angst in real time when cameras break down. That's that. But Cynthia, thank you so much. And when I write a book, I will chisel and edit for sure. So thank you. This is from Linda. I answered on Cameo. I took some time to discuss an email that she had sent in about how do the cameras work and all the switching. How does it go? Follow me. And I told her about the editing process. And I did a whole video just for the Cameo people because, I appreciate them supporting me. So she said, and I discussed whether I should have guests on the podcast moving forward, which I think I will when I make friends with people. She said, I love the idea of having guests on your podcast. Comedians would be great, but don't worry. None of them will compare to you as far as being funny. And then she goes on. When I saw you returning to Schaumburg, I told some friends who were with me at 3 of your Schaumburg shows a few years ago. They loved you, and they will definitely be there in January. That's right. I will be at the Schaumburg Improv in January. It's like the 20th through the 23rd. All my tour dates are up at ornyadams.com/tour. You go to Orny Adams, it's got everything. It's got tickets for Irvine this weekend and New Year's Eve, of course. And thank you, Linda. New Year's Eve, of course, I will be at the Improv here in Hollywood. This is from Alexandra. She said, thank you for the 10-minute clip on Patreon. Well, I appreciate the Patreon people because, some people, you can get away with just paying a few bucks a month. And I appreciate the support. I really do. And I appreciate that you stick in there even though there's some gaps in between episodes. Thank you for the 10-minute clip on Patreon, patreon.com/Orny. Hope you have been enjoying your gigs and shows. So happy you are getting so many event schedule. Must be nice to be coming back to it after all your lockdowns. Yes and no, yes and no. I love working. I can't stand the traveling. Tacoma, it was raining. It was dark. It was depressing. I didn't know what time it was. I didn't know when to eat. When I don't know when to eat, I eat. I just eat. I go, maybe it's time to eat. Maybe it isn't time to eat. What am I going to do? I'm going to eat. I'm just going to eat. I'm going to eat. Why not just eat? Sure. Why not? Let's just eat. Let's just gain weight. It's raining out again. Look at this. Oh, no, it's not raining. Well, I'm going to leave the hotel. Oh, no, it's raining again. I mean, I don't know how you live like that. I want to stick my head in a lamp and see some light. Alexandra says, I should shade out her last name. One topic I think you would enjoy. I did all this before, and I wrote their names at the top. One topic I think you would enjoy. One topic I think you would enjoy would be what's wrong with NFTs, non-fungible tokens. And she gave some links. I don't understand these things. I'd love to make these things. I would make these things, and for some reason, mine wouldn't take off. I don't know how some people just take off and other people don't take off. I've been reading about it, and I would definitely do it. I'd like to just be all non-fungible. I don't know where the value is on those. I still don't understand cryptocurrency. So, yeah. I'd like to get into it, sure. All right, our friend from Singapore has responded. Always very eloquent, always full of insight, and the kid's under 18. I just listened to episode 41. It was great. Congrats on being Comedian of the Year. Here's my award, everybody. Comedian of the Year. Can laugh about it. Boston Comedian of the Year. Feel free to joke about it. I'm fine with it. Anyway, I recently turned 16 when I emailed you for the first time several months back. All right, so he's 16. I don't know how old he is. Regarding your favorite 2 words, gut bacteria. I can't stand gut bacteria. I can't stand catchphrases. I hear it so often in Singapore too. Commercials are promoted for all kinds of pills, and they hope their shtick, and they have their shtick about improving your gut health. In fact, I hear those advertisements in English and Mandarin twice as often. The people halfway across the world from America are not as different as you might think. Personally, I think my gut health is doing just fine. It better be. You're under 21. You better have great gut health. If you have to take gut health pills at that age, you're in trouble. Boy, people are always trying to sell us shit. Doesn't matter where you are. But what he's trying to say is, we're all the same. I've said that for years, and that's why comedy done right is universally appealing, universally touches the universal funny bone, and reminds us that we're all basically the same. Just not the people that have been indoctrinated by crazy conspiracy theories. Okay, I'm kidding about that. He's talking about the internet and how people have become. And see, this is where the kid's great. Increasingly superficial. Well put. Well put. TikTok drives me nuts. I'm going to show you my TikTok video in 1 second once I finish this mail. But he says, I would make one hell of a 90-day fiance guest. That's in reference to an earlier episode where I was talking about how eloquently he spoke and what great insight he had into some of the pain that I endure in other people. I thought maybe everybody in Singapore, this is great. And I'm going to go get me a Singaporean woman. And then I'll get catfished or whatever they call it when I'll get taken. And so we were talking about me being on 90 Day Fiance. Wow, how many more of these do I have? I'm exhausted. Oh, here's a short one. Let's see this one. This is from Janine. I see you will be in Schaumburg in January. That's right. Schaumburg Improv in January. In Arkansas. I'm going to Arkansas? What the hell am I doing in Arkansas? Hey, somebody get my agent on the phone. Am I going to Arkansas? Yeah, I'm excited. What? Oh, yeah. Just want to let everyone know that I'm excited to be going to Arkansas in 2022. It's going to be the highlight of 2022. Any chance you'll be anywhere else in the Midwest? When did Arkansas become the Midwest? Specifically St. Louis. Everybody wants to know when I'm going to St. Louis and Helium. I have no idea. Lexington, Kentucky. I have no idea, but I love Lexington, Kentucky, and I love Lexington, Massachusetts, where I grew up. Look at this email from Jessica. I mean, could it be any longer? Hello? People are writing me books. No, I'm kidding. Thank you, Jessica. She said, feel free to share my name and email. Please put that when you contact me at what'swrong@ornyadams.com. She wants to hear me talk more about gender reveal parties. I do that on stage, and it's weird because people get immediately uncomfortable, and they don't wait to hear what I have to say, which is pro. Let anybody pick whatever gender they want. Sorry if that upsets you. I don't care enough that I want to get in the way of anybody's happiness over however they identify. I remember seeing you many times. No, I remember seeing you for my first time in 2005 in Hermosa Beach at the Comedy and Magic Club. That's a club that still hasn't opened up post-pandemic, and it was a great club and home for many great comedians. I used to keep the ticket stubs, and write the comedians I saw on the back of them and use it as a frame of reference, who I'd want to see again, and who I could skip the next time they were there. You made the fucking cut. Little Puritan Orny Adams made the cut. That's right, I'm a Puritan. I don't swear like she just did. What a filthy mouth, Jessica. Clean it up. The fuck? About a year and a half later, I returned to see you, and you were there selling your DVDs, The Path of Most Resistance. That's right. My first DVD, Path of Most Resistance. Thought I'd make a few $100s after each show selling them, and the dream came true. Nothing like peddling your own shit after a show. And she starts naming some of my punchlines. How the hell did she make the team? Did you break it? You mean the thing that sits on the floor? It's my old scale joke. Oh my God, I was hooked. Never missed a show in the years to come. Now here we are 15 years later. Your bits still sit with me. It's not because I have a good memory, because of college, which college equaled a whole lot of weed, in Post College a lot of Jack Daniels, but because you are funny and notable. I love funny. My favorite genre of movies is comedy. Funny floats my effing boat, or whatever we call it. Don't forget your worth or the mark you have left with your fans, past and current and future. Some of my fans haven't even been born yet. Because I will be a non-fungible token someday, and I will be the most famous comedian non-fungible token ever. I haven't followed you ever. Back to Jessica's email. I haven't followed you every year along the way since 2005. What? Shame on you! How dare you abandon the cause? But when I heard you had a podcast, it was like being reunited with an old friend. And fuck yeah, I jumped on the Patreon page. Thank you, Jessica, for supporting me on Patreon. I wish I could pledge more a month, but teaching is a shit financial gig, so I do what I can do. Thank you, Jessica, and thank you for teaching. That is a very tough gig, but the gratification is how much the kids love you until one of them comes in with an AK-47. Scary times at schools, for sure. Don't tune out yet. we still have my TikTok video that reached 500,000 views in a couple of days. And we have a 90-day Fiance TLC. The new series goes the other way. The 90-day Fiance, the other way, whatever it's called. I have one quick clip, and then we're the hell out of here. And I'll be back. I hope I'm back before. Yeah, I'll be back before New Year's. What is it, the 16th? I'll be back. This is from Dave. Dave has emailed before. Dave lives in some lake. Where is it? Zurich? Yeah. Just listen to 41. Great job. It's great to see how you resonate with your younger audience, and yet you have quite a following with the older people like me. He is old. Dave is old. Guy is old. I mean, old. You guys think I'm old. He's old. I'm kidding, Dave. You had great advice for the UK fan in number 40, episode 40, and now the Singapore fan, I guess was 41. It's your intelligence and common sense. If this comedy gig starts to bore you, there's always politics. I can't imagine anything worse than politics, especially nowadays. Nothing gets done. Only being half serious at this point. Anyway, anxious to hear about your epiphany. I actually believe I had one early on in my career. Now, if you remember, I talked about having an epiphany during COVID, which I will share with you someday in a book. And I hinted at it, but it's so super simple. And I think most epiphanies are super simple. It's something that like triggers it. It's just like, what? Like you just look down and you go, there's a quarter on the ground. You're like, my whole life just changed. And I don't know why. And that's what happened to Dave here. I feel bad about people who are struggling and get bogged down in a rut to a point where they continue down a dark path as if there's no hope. Be it being stuck in a bad job or COVID or struggling with having fun or finding a spouse or pursuing a more happier life. I couldn't agree more. People get stuck. Stuck. I hate people who get stuck. Don't get stuck. Like I always gave myself an out. Like, you're not going to believe this, Jessica. I said, if comedy doesn't work out, I'll teach. And I allowed myself, and I wouldn't consider myself a failure. There are some people that continue to chase a mother effing dream that it's not going to happen. At some point, it's not going to happen. Your health is more important. And I got news for you. You're going to be dead someday, and none of this matters. Steve Jobs is dead, and nobody cares. And he was huge. I mean, his family cares, some people care, but the people you think care, like the reason you want to be, I want to be famous so strangers care. None of that's going to matter when you're dead. When you're dead, the only thing that matters is, do you have enough insurance to cover the cost of your funeral? That's it. I'm telling you, all the stuff we care about is nonsense. We're going to be dead. Elvis is dead, and we loved Elvis for so long, but look at how little by little, as we get further away from his life, nobody cares. There are people right now on this planet that don't even know who Elvis is. So Dave's right. My epiphany was a comment an old boss of mine wrote in my performance appraisal. Although I had some success in my career, I got stuck, and the comment was, Dave needs to stop being his own worst enemy. When that comment sunk in, and it was like a light bulb went off in my head. The epiphany was that quick and that simple, and it turned my career around, and I have someone near and dear to me that is struggling, and the reality, at least for me, was that the path of your rut is well within your reach. The path of your rut. Anyway, yeah. Don't be your own worst enemy. And you can fix it. And if you wake up every day and you complain about the same stuff every day, the same stuff that you complained about yesterday, the same stuff you complained about the day before, the same stuff you complained about before COVID, the same stuff you were complaining about before, blah, 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 then guess what? You got to figure a way out of that rut. Now, I've been complaining about, the reason I stumbled there was, I've been complaining about my appearance and my body my entire life. And I do as much, but I also accept it. And I say, you know what? If I don't eat carbs, if I don't drink, this juice, I'm not going to be as funny. I need carbs to be funny. Do you guys want me to stop eating carbs? You guys want me to stop ordering Pizza Hut at 1 a.m? $112 worth of Pizza Hut? I don't even have enough friends to feed $112 worth of Pizza Hut. Isn't that like a lot of food from Pizza Hut? Don't they give you extra crap like wings and crazy naughty breads? Naughty bread! Anyway, this is continuing with Dave from Zurich. Anyway, hoping to catch your upcoming show in Schaumburg, Illinois. Boy, a lot of people from Midwest are commenting on this podcast this week. Coldest week of the year. How do you know that, Dave? Once you have an epiphany, a lot of people have epiphanies in the coldest weeks of the year. I'm sure you'll be whisked away in a fancy warm limo while your fans will be leaving the show hoping their car will start at 0. That's funny. No, after the show, I stick around and say hi to everybody and sell merchandise. And I think I'm going to stop taking pictures now because of COVID. But anyway, dude, come out to the show. I'd like to meet you. Let's see. Let's go over this video this was on TikTok. Putting this up on the big screen, everybody. This is me discussing who steals a refrigerator. Who steals a refrigerator? And by the way, if you don't have Patreon, you can still see this video on TikTok. I think it's up on Instagram. Who steals a video? I think it's up on Facebook. I think it's up on Twitter. At Orny Adams. At Orny Adams. TikTok, at Orny Adams, for real. Who steals a microwave? I would have never thought about it until I saw this sticker on the microwave. Let's put this up and let's see if this works. You know, I thought I was staying in a nice... No, it doesn't work. Why isn't that work? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Oh, I would complain about not having a producer, but some people don't like that. I'm sure some people don't like that, and I'm sure some people do like that. This is Orny Adams, over 500,000 views, which excites me on TikTok. And this will be a non-fungible token someday. You know, I thought I was staying in a nice hotel until I saw this on the microwave. I mean, the guests must be so stupid that stay here. Property of Hotel Murano. I mean, it's not going to stop theft. If you want to steal the microwave, you're just going to peel the sticker and take the microwave. Which means before they put the stickers on there, there must have been some confusion. There must have been this discussion going on. Honey, did we bring the microwave to the hotel, or was it here when we got here? Who steals a microwave? Exactly. I thought I was staying in a nice hotel. Turned out I'm staying in a hotel that thieves stay at. I mean, I understand people steal, I don't know what you steal. Maybe some of the coffee packets that are sitting there. But the microwave, you think you're going to get away with it? Who wants a microwave that's been sitting in a hotel? The worst of the worst. You know who puts food in the microwave? People that order food from Pizza Hut at 1 a.m. Those people, those dirty people are they're warming up their naughty knots, their garlic naughty knots in the microwave. There was a sticker on it. It would have never occurred to me till I saw the sticker. You know what? From now on, I'm gonna put this in my rider. Cannot stay at a hotel where people that might steal the microwave would stay at. It has a sticker. What kind of effing security is that? You just peel the sticker off and you steal the microwave. I was gonna button up that video by me taking the microwave and putting it in my suitcase, zipping it up and rolling it out. But I thought, you know what? Then it's becoming a bit. This was just some thoughts I had on my head, and now I'm doing this on stage. This is now a bit. So, video I made for TikTok, now doing it on the podcast. Now I'll be doing it on stage. That's the evolution of how work is created in the modern life. That's the modern life. That's how we're doing it, people. That's how we're doing it. That's how we're TikToking it and making videos. And whatever I just said, I was riffing, saying I won't stay in hotels. And who uses the microwave? Those people. That's riffing, baby. That's how we're doing it. Let's wrap this episode up. This wonderful episode with 90 Day Fiance the other way. This is on TLC. Hope TLC does not mind me using this clip. Again, this is one of the reasons why we went to Patreon, because I would put this up on YouTube and it would get taken down. So I thought, you know what? For artistic reasons, I want to be able to do what I want to do. And if YouTube is going to limit me, I will go over and I'll do it on Patreon. So this is the first episode of a new batch of people for 90 Day Fiance the other way. Now, for those people, like my friend in Singapore, my friends in England, and all over the world that email me that don't know what 90 Day Fiance is, it is about Americans dating people from other countries where perhaps their intention is not to find love, but to find money or citizenship. And that's the concern of this cast member right here. I'll call him cast member, but I guess it's a real person because it's a reality show. This is Gino. Gino recently lost his dad, and Gino is dating a woman in Panama who how can I say this without sounding mean? Doesn't look like she would date somebody like Gino. Now, what does that mean? She is she's had her lips done. She's very done up. And Gino is, listen, these women don't go for me either. So what are her intent? That's what's fun to watch. It's a train wreck. Like, you just want to reach through the screen. You want to go, hey, Gino, don't be so stupid. This woman is not into you for love, I suspect. Smarten up, Gino. I'll wring your neck. You just want to shake him. And as I get older, I used to laugh at these people. Now I actually feel bad. Now I actually go, oh no, this guy, I feel so bad. I wish I could help him. Like, that's the worst thing about getting older. Is like, you get more empathy. You're like, oh no, buddy, come on. Come on, don't get taken. You know, it's sort of like, they also have a show about very obese people on TLC. And I think it's just like, it's exploitive. So what's going to happen? Am I going to continue to enjoy these shows, or am I going to grow a conscience and then not want to watch it? Is that what's going on? Like, you should see these people. It's such a mismatch. TLC does such a good job of finding people that it's not even like close. Not even close. I wonder, like, if people watch my dating life on a reality show, they'd probably say the same thing. It's like, what is he doing? What? Doesn't he realize how that woman's out of his league, and she's not into him? But here's the thing that I don't get. These people don't even have money. Gino's not loaded. They're going to discuss it. So anyway, let's play this clip. Gino, and this was the one clip I pulled. I could really sit here and do the entire show, play by play. And TLC, if you have the budget, you should hire me to do an after show, and I will do a play by play, and it will be real. It will be real. Okay, this is Gino. This is what you see on the screen right now is Gino talking to his dad. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is Gino with his dad, and his dad just recently passed away. So in this scene, he's talking to his father's brother, I believe, his uncle, who's become his, like, uncle, dad, his best friend. And they're very sort of cautious. They're very sort of cautious. And they suspect maybe this woman is into, not Gino for his personality, but perhaps she thinks that he might have money or a means to get to the U.S.
I even grew closer to my uncle at that point. He's like a father figure to me. I want to make him proud. But I know he's worried about my trip to Panama.
When are you leaving?
Next week.
Oh, okay.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. Gotta be a little nervous. We are concerned about the whole deal because people they just want a ticket to come over here.
It's just strange. What if they kidnap him or something?
Yeah. What if, and they take his card and all his money? He wakes up in a hotel room with a roofie. His money's gone, everything's gone. Goodbye, nice girl.
Don't yell. I know you're upset about it a little bit, but you have to yell.
It's just the way I feel.
She said, "Don't yell." The guy's barely yelling. And she got him fired up. She's like, "What if he gets kidnapped?" And then he starts naming don't yell. You got to see it. Don't yell. It was killing me. All right, back to 90 Day Fiance the other way. This is Gino's story. But let's hear what Gino has to say about is she in him for the money? Let's see what Gino has to say.
My concerns, is this a scam? Has she got 10 guys that she's doing this
yes.
to? All on this
yes.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried about her because she's emotionally in it. I can tell talking.
She's emotionally in it.
You just can't lie about stuff like that.
Oh yes, you can.
Well, I'm concerned already she's getting money from you.
Uh-oh, is she?
Especially without you working.
He's not working, she said.
Because of the pandemic, I got laid off from my job in automotive engineering about 7 months ago. But since I've been smart with my savings, I thankfully have been able to send money to
I've been
help
able to
Jessica.
be catfished,
You know, she had a
scammed.
rough time during the 9 months we were talking because she wasn't working, so I had to help her out.
No,
with some
Gino.
money.
No, Gino. Don't
But
send the
she's
money.
not a materialistic kind of person, you know.
Oh, she isn't? Wait till you see this.
I've helped for things such as, you know, doing her lips, or maybe her eyebrows,
Oh, my.
or maybe facial treatment,
Uh-oh.
possibly her hair,
No,
her
not
teeth.
anymore. What? Braces?
Yeah,
Come on,
helped her out
Gino.
with those things.
Come on,
Yeah,
Gino.
so what's your plan with this girl? I mean, say it all works out.
Well, what I'm thinking is if everything goes well when I go to Panama, that I'm gonna propose to her in Panama. But
Gino,
Oh, boy.
you going there and only being with her 3 weeks, and you want to put a ring on it?
I feel like I really know her.
It just doesn't seem right. What you decide what to do with your life is your life.
Well, what? What you decide to do with your life is your life?
I'm just letting you know that we are concerned.
Yeah.
And I
We're
think
all
you have to
concerned.
protect him. What about
First of all, she says, what about a prenup? We're all concerned. That's why you're on this show. Before you do these shows, look at who was on the shows before you and go, oh, do I want to be part of this group of people? These relationships tend not to work out. In fact, there's a guy on this episode again, Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy's back. This is the second woman that he's been with on this show. I mean, doesn't that say it all? And now they're saying, what about a prenup? I just don't know how people can be this unaware and naive. And it's great to watch. But at the same time, I feel bad. I feel bad for these people. I really do. I feel like I should counsel them. I think I should be I should be on the dates with them. I should do something. That's the way I feel. Well, I will continue to watch. I'll continue to update you. And yeah. Is it wrong that we're watching these shows? Or is it wonderful? I mean, it's so great to watch these people when they do these interviews, like this aunt and uncle. They're just so real. They're so real. They don't even know. They're not in front of a camera. They don't even understand. The big Hollywood people are taking advantage of them. But this scares the shit out of me. Dating is scary in the modern world. That is for sure. That is for sure. Oh, that's Heather. I didn't even know I was playing yours. Jersey. Thanks, Heather, for making this theme. Also, Heather, thank you. She continues to send amazing emails with updates, and she does. I don't even think my hair's that crazy. I do have big eyes. Orny. It's time for somebody else to do a version of the theme and send it in. And thank you, Heather. She does all the, like when you see stuff on YouTube and Instagram, and you see like the screen grab or whatever that thing, that's Heather. So thank you so much for doing that. This is episode 42. There's still been more presidents of the United States than there have been episodes of What's Wrong with Orny Adams, but that is coming to an end. That is coming to an end. If I don't talk to you before Christmas, Merry Christmas. I will speak to you before New Year's, so maybe I will talk to you before. Yeah, maybe I will. Next week I'll probably do one after Irvine. I've got shows. There you go, Kirk. You got it, buddy. You got it, buddy. Heather was in Jersey. He's in San Diego. Shows this week in Irvine Improv, Hollywood Improv, New Year's Eve, OrnyAdams.com/store for tickets. What's wrong at OrnyAdams.com is the email. Orny. I'm going to have Kirk play before one of my shows. What do you think about that? And I'm going to interview his wife for an upcoming podcast. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Trust me. If you want to be a guest, too, if you have guest ideas, email me, what's wrong at OrnyAdams.com. If you know interesting people, only interesting people that can be real. That can be real. Thank you, Tacoma Comedy Club, for the great shows. Late shows were a little bit rough, but we got through it. We got through it. Tour calendar's up there. Oh, and Ernesto Hurtado, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Thank you for all the help this year and what you do with this audio, finishing it, polishing it, getting it up so people can listen to it wherever they want to listen to it. My name is Orny Adams, And I think I'm going to go for the highest premium for my burial insurance. I want to make sure that they can get me, they can pay for the grant. You know what? I don't even give a shit what you do with me. You put me on a raft and just float me out into the ocean. That's what's wrong with funerals. Taking it too seriously. When it's done, it's done. And you know what's done? Episode 42. What's wrong with Orny Adams? Thanks, everybody. Thank you.